Alright, let's get started. Ooh, that was like an owl or something.
We want to just do story and be like, frick it.
Combat will not pose a challenge. Focus on mystery solving and exploration. They couldn't hear me click on it.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
That's the guy from Control. That's also Alan Wake. I'm guessing Alan Wake is voiced by the same dude from Control, but I mean, it makes sense. They're all in the same
In a horror
studio.
story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
I'm in a video game. I'm not that hairy though.
Back.
Things you never did need to know. Look at that ass though. You got cakes?
And your butt.
Yeah, no Hank Hill butt here. That's right. This guy's name is General Thickums. General Thickums McGee.
Please, help me. Can you hear me?
Come on now. We should go.
Already gone.
Don't even help a guy, damn. This is peak male physique. Get a good look, ladies. Those hips don't lie. Yeah. You see these plants I'm next to? That's what I call my butt. Fern Gully. Gosh! Fucking game, dude. Ah!
Stop making bad jokes.
Oh god. Yeah, I was like, Fern Gully, and the game was like, shut up. This is serious. I have to admit, the game looks awesome. I wonder if I spin around fast enough if I can see his dangle downs. Franken beans! Probably will. Push.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
You never understood why cults do the sacrifices in movies and games. They
Worth
straddle them.
memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Probably because it's quick,
I should
efficient, and
take a look
cheap.
at that map.
Oh, good lord. Get to the crime scene, find the deputies. Weird, the map on the thing doesn't show where the crime scene is. Where do we went up here. Probably like in this vicinity.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan.
Wait, Alex Casey is. From
Alex
the book.
Casey is the character from his book.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right. Interesting.
I just figured that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
Nice.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
By the general store, he said? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Okay. I guess she'll start talking as we proceed.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
You can access a case board inside of the Mind Palace. Oh.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Caseboard is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Oh. Previous murders. You are now free to navigate the board by pressing escape. Okay, can I continue? A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search for the killer. Victims. Victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising of the wrists. Found in Cauldron Lake 2018, some organs missing. Predation. State of the body does not match 8 years spent in the lake. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. Found 2 weeks ago, chest wound was ruled cause of death. Tattooing on the body is illegible. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Slight difference. Wait. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Interesting. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only, commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. Bruising on wrists and legs. 2 of the victims had bruising from some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma consistent with 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to condition of body. All bodies experience bloating. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only 1 victim was found in the water. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. Victim 3 was covered in illegible tattoos. A message from the killer, or maybe their art? Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. Murder targets have no discernible common traits. Killer may be a sportsman or a hunter. The chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Killer profile, talk to someone, it says. Oh god, it's gonna get complicated. Look at all this room. Oh my god.
A little bit bigger than before.
Must be my daughter, my partner. Dude, I can just sit and watch TV. Let's do that.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Visiting the Mind Place does not pause the game. Be mindful.
So you can't just like go there if you're being chased.
Yeah, I can't just do this if I'm in combat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Oh, this is where I came from.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Do not feed the wildlife. Do not start fires. Leave no trace. Typical campground stuff. Yep. Otherwise known as pick up your trash. Damn.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
I thought that said Murder Peak. Mighty Mountain in the distance is none other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
That just leads back around. What's up, Skid? Yeah, man, we're doing good.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
How are you doing?
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Well, that sucks. General store.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
I mean, kind of. He's tied down.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Oh,
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
I've unlocked a key image. You can place it on the caseboard inside the mine place. C allows her to see clues. The key image can be selected by clicking on it and placed on the caseboard.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
We need to see if this is linked to the killings. We're here to investigate. Placing a key image on the board begins a new line of investigation. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Is this consistent with previous murders? Objectives are viewable. That's pretty easy. The previous murders. What's this one called? Murder at Cauldron Lake. Okay. Pretty self-explanatory right now. You can collect clues from the body.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Nope.
Weird.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance your investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check on the goals by pressing Control. We're now free to examine the board. Find evidence about the killers. Find more evidence about the victim. I'm sure this will get less hand wavy as we progress, because I'll have learned.
Who is
everything.
our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Oh. Unscrewing the salt.
This mug always cheers me up.
Not the worst mom. That's funny. Goes with killer information. Unlikely they were working alone. Also killers, I guess.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Multiple assailants present. Messy scene, crime of passion. These are for later. Okay.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Interesting.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Well, yeah, I just played Alan Wake 1 remaster 3 days ago.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
The Deer Festival.
It was the Deer Festival, yeah. Victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen 13 years ago. Nightingale went off the deep end. The FBI fired him.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Mental state questionable at the time of disappearance. Yeah, well, that dude was fucking nuts. Premeditated? Yeah, it had to be premeditated. They came with snacks.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
Yeah, you wouldn't think you'd know when he would show up.
Why here? Why now?
Victim, yeah, where'd the victim come from? Exactly.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not...
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Thank you.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
They get way bigger,
to get
too.
out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Footprints.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Don't pick it up or anything. The Wendigo? This might be one of the book pages from Alan Wake 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, manuscript page.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm, like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept? Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Manuscript pages.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
You know, I always liked that when you go back and you replay something that you pick up and you find out it only played like 70% of it, and there's a little extra in the in-game narration part. Kind of like in the in Control, sometimes you pick up, you'd get those things where the the entity was talking to you, and it would be like it's saved into your thing, and then if you went in there and rewatched it, there'd be like 3 or 4 more lines that weren't in the original. I've always liked that.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Gross. Splorge? Come on, we need to go back. I have a hunch. I'll root in there with a stick.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Well, there was an indicator. There's nothing new. Everything's so very splorchy.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Charm slots let you equip charms to enhance Saga's ability. Only charms can be equipped in charm slots.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Wash your hands. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap.
Maybe it reveals I think
This is going to bother me that I don't know why interact and flashlight are on the opposite buttons that you would want them on. Flashlight should be F. Interact should be E.
oh, see, look on the fridge.
So
That's
okay.
the first symbol. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands was first. Take the chicken out of the fridge. The chicken out of the fridge is down up.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You
Touch
remind
it.
me of a dream I had.
Stop it. Creepy. Wash your hands. So this is crossing diagonal.
Sideways bow tie.
Yeah, crooked bow tie. Hey, nice. Take a nap. Away. Okay, let's. I'm gonna read that in a minute.
Okay, you want to do first.
Yeah. So it's crooked bow tie, up and down, and pointing away. Crooked bow tie, up and down, sideways, pointing away. Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Ammo and something else. How did I get into that menu last time? I don't remember. Thinking the other one may be like a med kit. Alright, let this be a warning to you fellow trespassers. Whoa. They say the lake is a caldera, something formed by an erupting volcano or the sinkholes it leaves in its wake. But what if that's not true? What if it's something else? Something less natural, much more man-made, intentional. I say the lake's not formed, it's designed, and it has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery, ready to be activated with the press of a button And the people with the button, they're in the big house by the lake, preparing. I know it. First drawing, water line. Real caldera is made from a volcano lava. Oh, okay, I see what it is. Second drawing, waterline, engineered structures, strange machines. Yeah. Interesting. See anything else?
Hey, Casey. What's the Forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Oh, control doesn't. Trauma pad.
Yeah.
He walked through a boulder doesn't make sense.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Too many unknowns doesn't make sense. Asking the wrong questions. Now I can do it.
So you just have to place everything as I guess
Yeah.
if you're stuck, check the mind place.
There's something more going on here than I'm seeing. I need to examine this body properly back in town.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay,